Hey everyone, this is National Master Kostya Kavutskiy here for Chess.com, and today I'm going to be talking about a very common checkmate tactic known as the back rank checkmate. The back rank mate is usually happening when one side's last rank is exposed and vulnerable, and thus the king can be checkmated from the side. In this position here, white can immediately win the game by playing rook c8 check. Since black's king cannot jump over his own pawns, then black's only legal move here is to play queen d8, and then after white takes the queen, he has checkmate. So the back rank mate is something that experienced players are constantly looking for in their games to see if they can take advantage of. The king usually ends up here because black has castled kingside and white also castled kingside. And when some of the major pieces get traded off, like queens and rooks, then oftentimes this back rank is left open. And if one side can take advantage of it, it is usually enough to win the game. So let's look at another example. In this position, we see that the black king castled kingside, but he still has two rooks protecting his back rank, and he even made an escape square for his king by pushing this pawn forward. However, as we'll see here, it's not enough to avoid potential back rank issues, because white has his pieces lined up on the e-file and is ready to start attacking black on the back rank. In this position, white has a winning move here, which I recommend you trying to find by pausing your video and taking a minute or two, and go ahead and try to see if you can find the winning move here for white, taking advantage of black's back rank. Okay, so the winning move here is to play rook takes b7. After this move, white wins a full piece. Black's rook cannot recapture, because if he does, he's going to get checkmated on e8. Remember how this king cannot escape because white's bishop is protecting the square? So here we can see an example of where, even though black took some precautions, such as leaving major pieces on his back rank and even creating an escape for his king, he still got into some trouble. So this is a very dangerous tactic that you need to look out for in your games. A good way to have prevented this trick in this particular position would probably have been to defend this bishop with another piece, such as the queen. But the main point is that even when everything seems protected, you should still look out for back rank tactics. So let's move on to our last example. In this position, white again has lined up some major pieces on the e-file and is looking to attack black's back rank. Of course, everything here also seems protected, as this rook is protected by the queen and the other rook. However, here, white realized that if he can deflect black's queen away from defending his rook, white would be able to win the game due to the back rank tricks. So in this position, white played queen g4, seemingly offering up his queen for free, but of course if black takes his queen, he's going to be checkmated immediately on e8. So black was forced to run away with his queen since his queen was also attacked, and he played queen b5. And now comes the next part. Queen c4. Now white hangs his queen to two pieces, the black queen and the black rook, but both of these pieces are busy defending the e8 rook. So if black takes the queen with either piece, he again is going to get checkmated on the back rank. So black was forced to go back to d7. Now comes queen c7. Again, the queen is untouchable, so black continues to run away with his queen, while white continues to harass this queen and tries to get him away from defending this rook on e8. So white played a4, just leaving his queen on c7. Black has to take the pawn, and now rook e4. So white leaves his queen undefended on c7 and even offers up his rook. But like the queen, the rook is also untouchable. If black takes, then white will take on c8. And again, black ends up being in serious trouble. So black is forced to go back to b5. And now comes the last move. Queen takes b7. And as you can see, the queen here, the black queen, has run out of squares that he can go to that are safe and that he can keep protecting this rook. So black lost the game. So back rank checkmates are very common because usually both sides castle kingside, and rarely do beginner players remember to create some sort of escape square for their king. Also, sometimes these escape squares aren't very useful because white or black can have a piece that attacks that escape square and thus making it kind of useless. So in order to avoid back rank mates, there's a couple of different things you can do, along with creating some sort of escape square for your king. You should always make sure to challenge any open file that there is. Usually these back rank tactics occur because one side has control over the only open file, and thus this control and power leads to tactics because they're controlling that last square on the back rank. So if you can challenge the open file safely, then usually this should be enough to avoid back rank tricks. But of course, if you can control the open file yourself, then you should always make sure to look out for any tricks that you have exposing your opponent's back rank. So thanks a lot for listening, and I will see you soon on Chess.com.